Wow guys, check out this rib here. Look at that. Wow, look how beautiful. Let's grab a bite. The char siu flavor, the honey, everything, the marination. Very good guys. Hope you give this recipe a try. Yummy. Over here, I got 1 kg of pork ribs. First, I'm gonna be sprinkling some salt. Just a good amount. Then I'll be sprinkling some white pepper. Then I'll add in 2 teaspoons of sugar. You must remember, too much sugar, the ribs will burn when you're ovening it. Next, I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. And I'm gonna add in 3 teaspoons of hoisin sauce. Now I'm just gonna massage this side of the pork ribs for 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna flip it around and do a repeat of the seasonings and sauces. Just some salt, white pepper, some sugar, 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice, and that hoisin sauce. First give this a good rub, and then you'll add in the rest of the other sauces. Okay, now I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. 1 tablespoon of Chinese rice wine. And this is fermented red bean curd, so I'm just using the sauces from this jar, and that's just 1 tablespoon of its sauces. And I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of peanut butter. Now I'm just going to mix up those ingredients up, and then I'm just going to rub it all into the rib from this side to the other side. Just like that. This is how I marinate my ribs. I don't like to put in all the sauces I don't like to mix it all in one bowl and put it in a bag to marinate, so I like to marinate it like this. And then I'll pop it into the fridge for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, now I'm just cutting up some onions over here. This will be for the base of my pork rib when I put it in the oven. I don't like to oven my ribs with no tin foil, so I'm using that as the base of the ribs. Okay, now I'm preparing some sides over here. Just chopping up some potatoes and some tomatoes. Okay, the potatoes, I'm going to boil them for about 10 minutes. So I add in some salt and olive oil. Okay, once they're done, I'm going to drain them and pop them on my baking tray. I'm going to season the potatoes with some salt. A little bit of a sprinkle of white pepper. Also sprinkle some dried rosemary. And drizzle some olive oil. Now I'm just going to toss the potatoes around and just let it sit aside. Okay, the ribs has marinated for like 3 hours. I'm just going to rub the sauces again on the baking tray. And I'm going to add in my onions and bell peppers as the base, so that when we're ovening this, the base of the rib won't burn. And you also give the rib that delicious onion and bell pepper flavor to it. I'm just going to pop in my tomato sides over here. Just gonna sprinkle some salt, a little bit of white pepper. I'm gonna add in 1 teaspoon of sugar and a little sprinkle of dried rosemary and a little bit of olive oil. Give that a good mix and then it'll be ready for the oven. Okay, I preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Now I'm going to pop in the ribs for 15 minutes. I'm going to put in the rest of the sides as well. The potatoes over here. And the tomatoes. Okay, let that oven for 15 minutes first. Okay, after 15 minutes, I'm going to flip the rib around and oven it again for another 15 minutes. Just check at that. Okay, let's just flip the rib around. Let's pop it back in the oven. I don't like burnt ribs, so that's why I oven this at 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is Lee Kum Kee's Sparerib sauce. So it has already been 30 minutes. Now I'm just going to brush some of the sauce on both sides of this rib. You can use char siu sauce, but I was just trying out this sauce tonight from Lee Kum Kee. Okay, now I'm just going to oven both sides for 5 minutes. Okay, let's just flip that around for another 5 minutes. So total will be 40 minutes now. Okay, after 40 minutes, that sauce has dried into the rib. I'm just gonna give it a little cut to check if the rib is cooked wellly or not. Give it a little taste. And now I'm just gonna drizzle that honey to glaze these ribs over here. The taste was perfect already. So now we glaze it with honey from one side first. Then I'll pop it in the oven first. Okay, now the base of that tray was too saucy, so I pop it on top of my roast potatoes. And I'm gonna glaze the other side with the honey as well. Okay, give it a good glaze, brush it nicely. Look at that color and that glaze, so beautiful. Now I'm gonna pop it in for another 5 minutes. Wow, look at that. Flip it around and pop it in for another 5 minutes. So that'll be 55 minutes. So one more 5 minutes and it will be 1 hour. Okay guys, 5 more minutes and these ribs will be done. Ooh, nice. Check that out. Let's flip it around. The last time, the last 5 minutes. Check that out. Wow. Ooh, yummy. Okay guys, check out these beautiful ribs over here. Well cooked for 1 hour in the oven. As you can see, my pork ribs over here is thinly cut, so it will cook faster in the oven. But if your ribs is more thicker, it will require more cooking time, so you just need to watch it in the oven. But cooking this at 180 degrees is the perfect temperature, as you'll get a little bit of that char and your ribs won't burn. Guys, if you found this recipe helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys for watching. Catch you back next time.